Hello. First, let me apologize for my inability to be in London with you. I was looking forward to coming so much. Ghana is going to the polls to pick a new president, and I feel very much needed here in the country. And so I'm not able to be there in London with you. But all the same, wishing our organization Partnership for Child Development many, many happy returns for his birthday on this 20th birthday, and for the good work he's doing for mankind all over the world. Permit me, I would have singled all of you out by name, but Leslie's name is right at the tip of my tongue. So let me drop it and then extend it to all the rest of you. Without good health, a child cannot focus at school, even where the state has assumed responsibility to educate all the children, like in Ghana now. So it's critical that all children from age 4 should be in schools. For the child to go to school that early age, it should be given good nutrition, and of course healthcare, I believe, revolves on good nutrition. And it's through this that the child would have that healthy mind and body to focus on the instruction of the teacher. So to me, it's critical. And it's when the child is afforded these two things, healthy body, healthy mind, that the child is given equality of opportunity, no matter the background he or she is coming from. The government alone cannot do it. Development partners from around the world should be there. Local communities, as well as parents, schools. It's an integrated effort that should render the service to see to the proper upbringing and nutrition of children. Incidentally, I happen to be the special advocate for the global network for neglected tropical diseases, with contributions from governments, from pharmaceutical companies, and other concerned organizations. It shouldn't take more than a few cents, United States cents, a year per child to eliminate many of these worms. It's not all children that are fortunate to be coming from homes that are able to provide one hot, nutritious meal a day for the child. So, through provision of meals, at least one hot meal a day for the child at school, we help nourish the child properly to empower him or her to gain education, to give the necessary focus to the teaching that the teachers would render for the person to mature properly. Without the hot meal, or the nutritious meal at school, the child from the poor home would be sitting in class but would be sleeping or dozing off most of the time. The child would not be able to pay attention. The attention span would be so short in class that teaching wouldn't make the necessary impact it should make. So school feeding is a very critical necessity for the proper development of the student or pupil at school. The way my government did it, we wanted to create a cycle. So we said we should make school feeding home-based. In the village or wherever it's being practiced, we should use the foodstuffs that are indigenous to the community, but which are prepared under the guidance of, say, dietitians, so that the nutrition that is critical for the proper body development of the child would be captured and given to the child at school. So food was bought from the local farmer, and the preparation was done by the parents. The women were engaged to prepare the food for their children at school and for some fee. So even the parents doing this service also came by some gainful employment. This program became so popular, people started calling it homegrown school feeding program. The local farmer, one, was given a market, and then the parent that would help prepare the food for the child also gained some employment, and then the child also benefited. And so with this, we created the cycle of helping the small farmer in the village sell the produce, and then the mother also gained some employment, and the child got the benefit of good meal, nutritious meal. And it's helping. It helped enrich the local communities this way. I believe the social safety nets should be firmly spread so orphans, vulnerable children are taken care of by society, by the state, through like the free and compulsory basic education for all the children, coupled with school feeding program, which I know the Partnership for Child Development is sponsoring very strongly. Orphans, vulnerable children, they should be the center of attention of these programs. Part of the rationale for the free compulsory universal basic education for children till age 16 or 17 was to tackle the problem of teenage pregnancies within the community. In many parts of the developing world, traditions, taboos tended to retired girl child. They wouldn't be put to school. Why? Because traditionally they were thought to be people who should stay at home, support their mothers in the kitchen or on the land as farmers. They wouldn't be exposed to school. By the time they are into their early teenagers, about 12, 13, 14, before you know, they made mothers. At that age of 13 or 14, such people would not be mature. Even though bodily wise they may look big, mentally and otherwise they wouldn't. They are still children, and they wouldn't be able to look after themselves well, let alone look after the children they would be bringing into the world. So the school compulsory education was adopted partly on the strong reason that we should keep all the girls in school till they attained womanhood properly. And at least age 16, 17, they would be women who would know how to care for themselves, and then would be able also to look after the children. And while they are educated, get some education, they become better mothers, and very likely they would also run reasonably enlightened homes. We share the common passion to help raise children, nurture them holistically, feed them well, and also educate them well. Give them the chance to grow up into productive and useful human beings and citizens in their communities. I believe I share this with the Partnership for Child Development, and it's a natural bond between me and PC. If PCD's work wasn't valuable, I wouldn't waste a minute with it. It's doing a work that is so important, I believe, in all communities, for all communities, and it's good for humanity. It's like starting the children right, so they are given chance into adulthood to be productive within their communities and to be good human beings for themselves and for the rest of humanity. So PCD is good, and I'm proud to have association with them and to be working with it. And I look forward to more productive engagement with PCD. And to make the point that PCD is shares my passion for proper development of the child, I invited Leslie to sit on the board of my foundation, which is the John A. Kufuor Foundation for Leadership, for Governance and Development, which I launched officially last year here. And I'm just proud that Leslie accepted to come and sit on the board. So we would jointly pursue our shared vision to try to better the lot of our people, the people not only of Ghana, but of all humans everywhere, that we can do good work for.